We have to understand that martial arts is a dispute resolution system in the physical domain. It's predicated upon the concept of stopping the weapon, self defense, stopping an attack. Martial arts is not about fighting, it's not about combat, it's not about war, but the media, like many things, has misrepresented martial arts. So, if you're looking at a lot of things these days on the algorithms, on the medias, the news, it's hard to be on team humanity. There's a lot of ugliness in the world. There's a lot of darkness. We're possibly seeing um, the darkness come to light in front of our eyes and our faces as we are all um, technologically connected. We could share images, videos, and um, this is unfortunate. It's hard to be on humanity's side. It's hard to look at the ugliness and the darkness. It's hard to find compassion and grace and forgiveness. And if you're an empath, you might be feeling a lot. And if you're feeling a lot, those emotions are wide ranging. Why do we talk about this, and why do we need to talk about this? As martial artists, we have to be aware and conscious of our emotional states, our emotional mind, the monkey mind, um, and what zone comfort, learning, stress, panic zone we might be in. As martial artists, we practice physical self defense techniques, and we have to be conscious and aware of our state of mind, our state of being, because techniques can come out from a state of dysregulation. We talked about regulation and dysregulation yesterday on the wellness installment. And martial arts studies provides us the lens to live in the world and not to be swept up by it. Sometimes we get impassioned, and when we do, we have to make sure that we're regulated. We talked about that yesterday on Wellness Wednesday. And one of the questions that I've been asking for myself is, how many people on TV are dysregulated? How many people on the video and media streams are dysregulated? They've reached a place of desiring to contribute and reached a place of desiring impact and passion that they've slipped into dysregulation. We need to learn from others too, and we need to be able to, if we are in connection with friends, lovers, family, relatives, we need to let each other know when we are feeling stressed, dysregulated, or when we might be, or if what we're seeing is stress and dysregulation. Remember that behavior is communication. This is something I've learned extensively through my partner as a kindergarten teacher. They're taught to learn that on the field, on the playground, behavior is communication. In the classroom, behavior is communication. So that when a child disrupts the classroom or does something to another child, that act is an act of communication, an act of trying to meet their needs in a way that's not balanced with the environment or with the teacher or with the other students. And unfortunately, they have found some ways to meet their needs that are not going to necessarily prove helpful as they grow older. So this process of pruning, where they get rid of habits that may be forming, they get rid of those before they become too consequential. So that's the teacher's job of helping children in regulation and in being able to see through the lens of behavior. So why do I mention that? Martial arts originated from temple and monastic life. Martial arts and self-defense was needed to maintain survival when they went out of the monastery, whether it was from bandits or wild animals. So the monks needed a way of self-defense. Farmers in Japan during the samurai times, they needed self-defense from bandits, so they used their farming tools as weapons. Not weapons to inflict violence, but weapons for self-defense. This strive, desire, educational component is not portrayed in media, abundant media of martial arts, but you find clues in movies. You find clues of this in movies. What the potentiality of martial arts is. So that's what this series is designed to convey. So martial arts is a dispute resolution system seeking peace and balance and being a tool for peace and balance in the world. That means a martial artist is called upon to continue to learn and seek modalities of balance, peace, and harmony in the world. That's why the morality of deed and the morality of mind is studied, especially in Chinese Qigong. And spiritual, religious, and philosophical tenets are infused into martial arts training and rigor. Morality, cultivation of spirit and body and technique, spiritual liberation, and divine access, direct divine access, not needing a priest or any sort of middleman to experience union with the great source of energy, and that's Wu Ji. So yesterday on Wellness Wednesday, I introduced a martial mystic meditation, looking at the difficult things that are challenging, hard. They stimulate the emotion. They stimulate passion. As students of nature Kung Fu, internal Kung Fu, in neuroscience we learn about interoception, the Kung Fu of internal vision. As practitioners, we want to be able to look at everything, all of the darkness, the deep darkness, and the light, and the deep light, in order to look at as above, so below, right? The internal represents external, vice versa. The deeper we can go into the darkness and transmute it and make peace with it, the more our light and our morality can be engaged and developed and educated.